Before the nation, the world, is making a net loss.
Nice thing. It produces this.
If you only get 1 teaspoon of...
Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to watch David Mitchell's best moments, and this is from a show named QI. So very interesting show it feels like, and the thing is, like, this is the first time we are watching this show. So let's get into the
video.
What mustn't you feed hedgehogs?
Bread and milk.
Exactly, bread and milk is a bad idea. People do it gives them diarrhea and they dry out.
Really feed bread and milk to any mammal, including humans.
But there is a Radio 4 show
Oh,
that deals...
come off it. No,
Well, you shouldn't feed humans bread and milk.
No, not
Oh,
really.
What do you mean, not really?
I like bread and milk.
Yeah.
Fine.
No, it's not very good for you.
Well, it's fine.
Bread and butter
We've been
pudding.
drinking milk and eating bread for ages. Why is it suddenly a massive problem?
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, we're supposed to live till we're 250. We're eating all this poisonous bread and milk all the time. We barely live past 98. It's ridiculous. Of course we're supposed to eat bread and milk.
Yes.
Not just bread and milk.
Oh, poor Alan.
No,
Don't
no.
bully him. Poor Alan.
It's not.
You shake hands and be friends.
Sorry, Alan.
Don't clean a teapot.
You don't clean a
You
teapot.
should never
David.
clean a teapot.
No.
Under no circumstance.
Why?
Okay.
As a teapot.
If you came in and couldn't find a loo one night.
I have only...
But I sense a hypothetical situation.
This is not a hypothetical situation. I've only ever used a teapot for tea. But occasionally, if you make sort of tea in a teapot once in a blue moon when you can be bothered in a vague attempt to seem more civilised than you actually are, you then sort of leave, still got a bit of tea in
you
it.
left
something
it
to
in.
go
Oh, yeah,
on.
you rinse it
leave
out.
You leave it.
You don't rinse it out because
it
you forget,
stains.
because immediately you're tired of being civilised and you want to go to the pub. You leave it for weeks and weeks and months, and then when you have a look at it, it's gone disgustingly mouldy.
And it's talking to you.
Yeah.
At that point, the flavour that you would get if you didn't wash it from your next cup of tea
Yeah.
is, if anything, too characterful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
The thing that
You've
seems
tried it?
unfair to
No,
me
I've not
is
tried,
the
but I
people
know.
Who are expected to pretend they care about jobs they don't care about. You should be allowed to say, look, I'm fulfilling my contract. You can't put in the contract, also you have to seem like you give a shit. I think that's expecting too much. That's why I really like the fact that we live in a country with such poor customer service. I've got respect for that. You know, this is a horrible train, you're tearing tickets, of course you're in an awful mood.
Now that you've put it like that, I shall feel better about it. So, right. Why have a cheesy grin on your face if you are working in an awful supermarket?
It's the sign either of a liar or a moron.
You know when you find a bee and it's crawling on its last legs,
I always rescue them.
you give it honey. It's the only thing
Huh?
to eat. Makes sense when you think about it.
Isn't it true, though, that a bee in its
Give honey to
entire
bee.
lifetime makes an absolutely tiny amount of honey overall? I mean,
Okay.
just a
But there's just
minute
lots
amount
of
of
them,
honey.
yeah.
So you don't have to give much rehabilitating honey to this one bee before the nation, the world, is making a net loss.
Nice thing. It produces
It's
this.
useless. If you only get
give
1 teaspoon of honey from a whole bee's lifetime, and every time you have to get it back on its feet, it takes a teaspoon and a half. Suddenly there's
Net
no
loss.
honey at all.
This is more honey than this bee has seen in its life.
Yeah, you're insulting it, apart from anything else. It's like showing a very tired mason a whole cathedral.
Very interesting and surprising, because almost everybody thinks that vertical stripes make people look slimmer.
Do you think
In fact,
that?
in prisons,
No.
sometimes women have asked for vertical rather than horizontal stripes.
Oh, really?
So that they look leaner, or they think they'll look leaner.
Really?
But it turns out, research from a man called Dr. Peter Thompson of York University has discovered that the large majority think the one in the vertical stripe is larger than the one in the horizontal stripe, and they are the same size.
Surely this shows, actually, that it makes no real difference at all. Because we're determining whether wearing vertical or horizontal stripes makes you look thinner,
Yeah.
and you can't tell by looking.
You have to do research. The difference is so slight. You have to do research with hundreds and hundreds of people. Basically, people look as fat or thin as they are.
Yeah.
Basically, you
I
are.
beg to differ.
And he has horizontal stripes.
He's quite short, and he likes to wear vertical stripes because they make him look taller.
Only when he's not standing next to anyone.
Oh, yeah. That is
It's not
true.
going to make him look taller than a taller man.
Yeah.
It's all relative. He'll just say, well, there's a normal-sized man next to an enormous man. Oh, thank God, he's taking his striped shirt off. It's actually a tiny man next to a normal man.
I missed your angry logic, David. I have to say.
I think it just alternates, doesn't it? For ages you think, okay, vertical stripes make people look thinner. Then you say, oh, she's wearing vertical stripes, therefore she must be fatter than she looks. Therefore you start thinking, oh, she looks fatter because she's wearing vertical stripes. So suddenly horizontal stripes start making you look thinner because, oh, she must be thin, otherwise she'd never dare wear horizontal stripes. Oh, no, horizontal stripes make you look thinner. Oh, she must be fat. She's wearing
So confusing.
Yes, very logical answers.
What would you use one of these for?
What is this?
For what?
What would I use it for, or what is it meant for?
Oh, isn't this for fish? Getting things out of fish.
Ah, interesting thought.
On the Swiss Army knife, there's one for scooping out a fish eye.
They're not as difficult to get out the eye of a fish, are they? They're pretty squidgy, unless the fish is still alive. Fish don't blink, which is the main eye defence. If you're ever trying to get the eye out of a fish and it blinks, it may be a lion.
Which is correct of these grocers, or grocers? It's grocers apostrophe.
One of
Second.
the requirements of being a sign printing
Like
company
a
is having
comma.
a basic knowledge of where an apostrophe goes.
They know, I'm convinced.
First, I
All
would say.
sign writing companies know, for example, how to spell accommodation. They must. When they say, okay, we're doing a sign for your guest house. Would you like our normal service? Or would you like our deluxe gold 5 times the price service? So we'll check your spelling for you. And everyone goes, it's all right, I'm not going to pay 5 times as much for you to check the spelling. They go, okay. Okay, we're gonna paint the word accommodation the way you've put it there, are we?
In India also a lot of spelling mistakes.
All the
Yeah.
sooner when the people finally realise they've got it wrong. It's just every time you see accommodation properly painted and misspelt, the sign writer knew.
We have that
Bloody
specific
mind,
word.
putting it out there, wrong,
Chaudhary.
knowing you get a repeat gig all
You
the
can see
time.
how long it's been looking for a flat.
When
Nice.
was the First World War first named as such?
Glory is dead.
The outbreak, the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand,
You think they called it the First World War straight
before
away?
it started.
It would be an act of a pessimist to call it the First World War that early, surely. It's going to be some point
No.
after 1939, isn't it?
A realist, surely.
So-
There's got to be more of these.
Yeah.
So-
Second. Oh, he's right.
Excuse me, I think what I said, people in the box, is after 1939,
Yes,
which may
it is.
contain 1939, but does not mean it.
No, well,
After 1939 and after the Second World War are not synonymous. Now, this is just giving you time to type.
During the second round. That man is also roasting him.
You just type, Mitchell is a cop.
He will type it.
I wouldn't put it past them. And finally, how many brains did the man with 2 brains have?
2.
No, brain, one brain.
Brains. Brains.
No.
Already said brains. Brains is like plural, right?
2 brains. No, part the brains we have.
These boys are not
Left and right.
double bluff.
Yeah.
It's the technique of the bully. You hit us. And then you go, oh, what do you think I was going to hit you?
Oh, the image was a bluff.
Oh, just as my hand just
David Mitchell is hilarious, and the best part of him is his logic. Like, he will find logic into things and he will say the words straightforward. But then the people find it so funny, like how he was like in the 1939 when the First World War. He said after First World War only, like when the Second World War started, they said okay, the First World War, and even the teleprompter was like having fun with him. So he's very smart.
Yeah, he is very logical, and he's a person who can just break the myths of the people. Like whatever you say or believe from such a long time, and if you are asking him for the suggestions or for some solution, he can make your mind clear.
Actually, so what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share and
Subscribe.
bye.